Ever wonder why your cat insists on turning your bed into their personal sleep sanctuary? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the fascinating world of cat sleeping habits. Forget what you think you know. We're going beyond the obvious, they just love you explanation, though that's certainly true. We're uncovering 12 surprising reasons why your furry friend chooses to snooze alongside you. From evolutionary instincts to sneaky attention-seeking strategies, get ready to see your nighttime cuddle buddy in a whole new light. Let's unravel the mystery of why cats sleep with their humans. 1. Comfort in rhythmic sounds. Think your cat's just using you as a glorified pillow? Think again. Your feline friend might actually be tuning into your body's natural lullaby. That's right. Your heartbeat and breathing are like a soothing soundtrack to your cat's dreams. This behavior harks back to kittenhood, when the sound of their mother's heartbeat provided comfort and security. By snuggling up close to you, your cat is recreating that sense of safety and warmth. So the next time you find your cat curled up on your chest, know that they're not just being clingy, they're finding comfort in your body's rhythm. It's like you're their personal white noise machine, minus the annoying static. 2. Attention-seeking strategy. The classic feline wake-up call. Your cat's not just being considerate by making sure you don't oversleep. No, this is a carefully crafted strategy to ensure they're the first thing on your mind and agenda when you wake up. By positioning themselves front and center in your sleep space, your cat guarantees that you'll have to acknowledge them before you can even think about reaching for your phone or hitting the snooze button. It's a bold move, but you've got to admire their dedication to being the center of your universe. So the next time you wake up to a pair of wide eyes staring intently at you, or a paw gently, or not so gently, tapping your face, remember, it's not just about breakfast. It's about maintaining their status as the most important being in your life. Flattering, isn't it? 3. Scent bonding rituals. Ever notice how your cat likes to rub against you before settling in for a snooze? Well, they're not just being affectionate, they're engaging in some serious scent bonding. It's like they're saying, this human smells okay, but it could use a bit more me. In the feline world, shared scents indicate belonging to the same social group. By sleeping with you, your cat is essentially marking you as part of their clan. It's their way of saying, this human is mine, and I want everyone to know it. This scent-sharing ritual goes both ways. Your cat also picks up your scent, creating a unique blend that represents your bond. So the next time your cat needs you before bedtime, know that they're not just making biscuits. They're reinforcing your special connection. Who knew odor could be so touching? 4. Protective instincts. Think your cat is just lazily lounging on your bed? Think again. They might actually be on guard duty. That's right. Your feline friend could be channeling their inner bodyguard while you catch some sleep. In the wild, sleeping is when animals are most vulnerable to predators. Your cat, being the loyal, if somewhat aloof companion they are, may feel compelled to keep watch over you during these vulnerable hours. It's their way of saying, don't worry, human, I've got your back, even if I pretend not to care most of the time. So the next time you find your cat perched at the foot of your bed, staring intently into the darkness, don't be creeped out. They're not plotting world domination. Well, not at that moment anyway. They're just making sure no monsters come out of the closet to get you. Sleep tight. 5. Stress reduction technique. Believe it or not, your snoring might actually be music to your cat's ears. Your presence can have a calming effect on your feline friend, helping to lower their stress and anxiety levels. Cats, despite their often aloof demeanor, are social creatures who can experience separation anxiety. By sleeping near you, they're reassuring themselves that their favorite human, that's you by the way, is still around. So if your cat seems to sleep more soundly when they're curled up next to you, it's not just your imagination. You're their personal stress buster. Maybe it's time to add feline therapist to your resume? Now, before we move on to our next point about cat behavior, I wanted to let you in on a little secret. Our Whiskerlicious merch store is now open. Whether you're a fan of subtle cat designs or bold feline statements, we've got something for every cat lover. By snagging one of our tees, hoodies, or mugs, you're not just treating yourself, you're helping us create more of the content you love. Curious? Click the link below to check it out. 6. Trust display. When your cat chooses to catch some sleep next to you, they're not just being lazy, they're paying you a huge compliment. In the feline world, sleep is a vulnerable state. And by dozing off in your presence, your cat is essentially saying, I trust you not to eat me while I'm unconscious. This display of trust goes back to their wild ancestors, who would only sleep deeply when they felt completely safe from predators. By snoozing next to you, your cat is showing that they consider you a trusted ally rather than a potential threat. So the next time your cat stretches out beside you, exposing their belly in all its fluffy glory, take it as the ultimate compliment. You've been deemed worthy of witnessing their most vulnerable state. Just resist the urge to rub that tempting tummy. Trust only goes so far in the feline world. 7. Temperature regulation. Ever feel like your cat treats you like a personal heating pad? Well, you're not wrong. Cats are masters of energy conservation, and your body heat is prime real estate for maintaining their ideal temperature. Cats have a higher body temperature than humans, typically around 102 degrees Fahrenheit. By snuggling up to you, they're taking advantage of your warmth to help regulate their own body temperature without expending extra energy. It's like they've discovered a loophole in the laws of thermodynamics. So the next time you wake up sweating because your cat has decided to drape themselves across your neck like a fur scarf, remember, you're not just a bed to them, you're a sophisticated climate control system. Who knew being used as a cat-sized hot water bottle could be so flattering? 8. Elevated safety perception. Ever notice how your cat loves to perch on high surfaces? Well, your bed might just be the ultimate cat tower in their eyes. By sleeping with you, they're combining the comfort of your presence with the security of elevation. In the wild, height equals safety for cats. It allows them to survey their surroundings and spot potential threats. Your bed, being elevated off the ground, satisfies this instinctual need for a high vantage point. It's like they're thinking, ah yes, the perfect spot to keep an eye on the kingdom and catch some sleep. So if your cat seems to prefer your bed to their fancy cat tree, don't take it personally. They're not criticizing your taste in pet furniture. They're just making a strategic choice for optimal security and comfort. Plus, the view of the bedroom floor is probably much more interesting from up there. 9. Shared hunting instincts. Believe it or not, your cat might be trying to sync up their sleep schedule with yours. In the wild, cats are crepuscular, meaning they're most active during dawn and dusk, prime hunting times. By sleeping with you, they might be attempting to align their activity cycles with yours. This behavior stems from their instinct to hunt in groups. By matching their sleep patterns to yours, they're essentially saying, "Wake up, human! It's time for our nightly hunt," even if that just means a trip to the kitchen for a midnight snack. So if you find your cat wide awake and ready to play at 3 a.m., remember, they're not trying to annoy you. They're just following their natural instincts, and maybe hoping you'll join in on the fun. Who needs sleep when you can have nocturnal adventures with your feline friend, right? 10. Separation anxiety management. Your cat's nighttime snuggling might not just be about affection. It could be their way of making sure you don't pull a Houdini while they're asleep. That's right, your independent feline might have a touch of separation anxiety. By sleeping with you, they're ensuring that you can't sneak off without them noticing. It's like they're thinking, "I'll just park myself right here on your face. Try leaving now, human." It's not that they don't trust you. Okay, maybe it is a little bit about trust. So if your cat seems particularly clingy at bedtime, they might be worried about being left alone. Maybe it's time for a heart-to-heart talk? Just kidding. We all know cats prefer actions over words. Extra cuddles should do the trick. 11. Instinctive nurturing behavior. Surprise! Your cat might actually think they're taking care of you. In feline social structures, sleeping together is a way of nurturing and protecting members of the same colony. By choosing to sleep with you, your cat is essentially saying, "Don't worry, I've got your back," even if you are a big, clumsy human. This nurturing behavior is particularly strong in female cats, who might see you as a big, hairless kitten that needs looking after. It's their way of making sure you're safe and sound through the night. Who's the pet now, huh? So the next time your cat insists on sleeping right next to your head, don't be annoyed. Appreciate the fact that this tiny predator has decided to make your well-being their personal mission. It's like having a furry, purring guardian angel who occasionally swats at your toes. 12. Social learning process. Last but not least, your cat might be engaged in some sneaky social learning. By sleeping with you, they're observing and potentially mimicking human sleep patterns. It's like they're conducting a long-term study on the sleeping habits of the peculiar two-legged creatures they live with. This behavior showcases your cat's adaptability and intelligence. They're not just mindlessly following instinct. They're actively learning and adjusting their behavior to fit in with their human family. It's their version of, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Or in this case, when in a human bed, sleep like a human. So if you notice your cat's sleep schedule starting to align more closely with yours, don't be surprised. They're not just being considerate. They're showing off their impressive social learning skills. Who knows? Maybe they'll start using an alarm clock next. And there you have it. So what's next for you? Discover the things you should never do when you leave your cat alone, or learn what your cat does when they think you're family. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.